Ghoulie Pops, how has it been a month since I first did the first one of these videos? Like, I can't believe, like, where's the time gone? Like, the first one of these went over so well here within the Horde, and everybody, thank you that gave me feedback on that. Like, I asked if you want a sequel, and the response was an astronomically overwhelming, yes, please do a sequel. This was hilarious. So, we're back again today, and I'm reading some more 1-star reviews for some of my favourite movies, because some people are unhinged and feral and should have their internet taken away from them, as you're about to see with some of the reviews that I have managed to dig up for this round. But if you're new here, I'm Hannah, I go by Hordes online, and I am the head of the Horde here on my channel Hordes of Horror, and if you're not new, welcome back. We talk about horror movies here on my channel on Mondays and Fridays, so if that sounds like something you might be interested in, maybe hit that subscribe button, join the Horde, we're a lovely bunch here, and if you're feeling extra generous, maybe hit that like button, because it really does feed the dark entity that is the algorithm, and that massively helps me out as a creator. So without further ado, I'm going to move the camera to Patreon view, and let's read some 1-star reviews that are well and truly unhinged and feral.
Oh shit, here we go again.
We're starting over on IMDb as always, and this time we're going to kick things off with 2 movies from the 80s that I adore, and the first one is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. How anybody could not find this movie the most joyous horror movie that they've watched is baffling to me. And I feel like before I start this one, I should just retrieve my sons who happen to live over on my desk. So my sons will be joining us for this review, if you didn't know. Spikey is best boy, Slim is second best boy. And in my mum's world, Slim is best boy and Spikey is second best boy. So neither of us can be wrong on this. So yes, I have my sons here. This review is simply titled, No, Just No.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Like I said, this one's gonna be, it's a long one, so stick with me. No spoilers yet. Normally, I like cheesy horror movies, particularly 80s comedy horror B-movies, such as Return of the Living Dead. We do like a George A.A. Romero piece here in my house as well, but Return of the Living Dead is not my favourite. That goes to Dawn of the Dead from 2004, I believe. Watch me, it'd be 2003 now.
Correct!
But this movie wasn't funny, scary, or even good. It was so stupid and boring and just lame. It's the happiest, joyous, most lovely horror movie that you'll ever watch, says my sons. I saw this movie only once, back in 7th grade, so I'm making this comment on long-term memory, so if I make mistakes about the film, you'll know why. This review was left back in 2008. So how long has this person been, like, dwelling on the fact that they didn't like this movie? Like, there's movies that I hate, but I'm not here, like, 10, 15 years later leaving spiteful comments and reviews online about them.
Are you sure about that?
Unless you're Feed, and then that's my one exception, but I'm allowed to because we all hate Feed here on my channel. The movie has no redeeming qualities. The acting was third class. No one gave a convincing performance as far as I can remember. How long ago did you see this movie? Like, if you watched this back in 7th grade and you're like 30 now, like, who's waited 20 years to rant about something? The storyline itself was completely ridiculous. How would clowns even be in space? It's because they're aliens. That's the point. They're aliens that look like clowns. How can they live in a tent? It's a spaceship. It's a spaceship that looks like a tent. It's not an actual fucking tent. I know I'm asking dumb questions, but this is a dumb movie that requires dumb questions to be asked. No one asked for this. The effects were less than interesting. Everything looks so ridiculously stupid. Now for the kills. All of them idiotic. How dare you? Slim, this boy, at one point makes a shadow puppet that, like, eats people, and it's brilliant. And my boy Spikey, with his balloon dogs, absolutely hilarious. Like, if you've not seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, this is me going on record and saying, do yourself a favour and watch this joyous horror movie.
Just do it!
Here are the spoilers. I can remember a few of them, like the shadow puppet that gobbles up a group of people on a sidewalk was so lame! Did we watch the same movie? That bit is so camp. Also, the man-eating popcorn was pathetic. That's great. I love the popcorn monsters. Let's not forget the clowns themselves. So stupid looking and only required to be shot or stabbed in the nose. They even turned into confetti. No, not funny, dumb. And the boss, a giant clown. No, just no. How did that one clown control the police officer just by having his hand up his back? It's a puppet. That's the whole point of... Shall we repeat? Hand puppets, shadow puppets, and then when Jumbo puts his hand up the cop's up his back, he's a ventriloquist doll. Like, the whole point is they're clowns and they do clown things.
What they say, once you go wood, nothing's as good.
Also, the biker scene. Biker, what are you gonna do? Knock my block off? Clown knocks biker's head off with a light jab. So stupid. Don't come for Shorty. Don't come for him. He's adorable. When they destroy his bike, like, they absolutely deserve to get, like, killed because when Shorty cries, oh my god, someone give him a hug. Why did they eat the people instead of the cotton candy they wrapped them in? Oh my god, I'm slightly spoiled. There's a part where they pull part of the cotton candy off and basically the people inside are being, like, dissolved like acid. That's why they're turning them into a liquid that they can drink. Hence why when Chubby/Fatso turns up with the most amazing curly straw that you have ever seen. End of spoilers. I'm sorry, I know I'm being critical on everything in this movie. Yes, you are, and I'm calling you out for it. And I know it's a cheesy horror movie, but I did not find this fun to watch at all. Nothing about it scared or grossed me out. It doesn't have to. It's a horror comedy. That's the point. I was 12 when I watched this, so you were 12. You left a review in 2008, so you're a grown-ass man leaving this comment on the internet. But even I said it was so stupid and boring. I do not recommend this movie to anyone who is sober or in their right mind. This was terrible. Sir, you are no fun at parties. I'm calling it now. And me and my sons are not here for your bullshit.
You're tacky and I hate you.
So let's go on to the second longest review that I found, and it's another of the 80s movies that I love. And if you know me, you already know that me and my boy Jeffrey Combs are like, we good. We love Jeffrey Combs here on this channel, and someone came for Jeffrey Combs as my boy Herbert West. And this review is ridiculous. It is simply titled, "Unless you want to naked men running around, this is pointless."
Thanks, Grammarly. Thanks, Grammarly. Thanks, Grammarly.
What do I define as a one-star movie? A movie that is completely, utterly waste of time. Oh, the bad grammar's coming back in. I apologise in advance as well if I slip into Joanna Lumley meets David Attenborough. We're calling it Jovid Attenlumley, so just roll with it. It's now part of my personality. Like every zombie movie, excluding The Evil Dead, Reanimator is just pointless. The plot lacks any facet of originality and left me with that common, why did they feel the need to make that a movie? We've all seen it before so many times, feeling in my gut. It's an H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. Like, I'm pretty sure that anything that was inspired by this story from H.P. Lovecraft is technically copying that, not the other way. Reanimator from 1984 isn't looking at something in like 2017 and being like, oh, I'm going to copy that. That's not how logic works. There is not a single thing Reanimator had that other movies that came before it did not have. I beg to differ. The plot follows the same cliche zombie films that have always followed from their birth, and the characters are just as boring and forgettable. How dare you? Herbert West is amazing. I love Herbert West. I love a, like, problematic scientific protege. It's probably why I love Jeffrey Franken so much as well from Frankenhooker. These two, absolute opportunity missed. Those two should have been in a film together.
Let's be friends. Best friends.
Average, let's get a girl in bed in the opening scene, Doctor. Did we watch the same movie? I swear the opening of Reanimator is Herbert West at his former school, and you see that something has gone horribly wrong that requires Herbert to then transfer from Sweden to the US. Like, did we watch the same? Are you watching the adult version of... Is there an adult version of Reanimator? If so, I'm going to have to go and check this out now, because that might explain this person's review. Average mad scientist, downright cliche evil teacher. Can you name a more cliche cast for a cliche movie? How dare you? This is when most of you who love this movie will argue back, it's meant to be a comedy. Who cares if it's unoriginal? To which I have to say that even the humorous moments were pathetically unoriginal. It's based on a book. It's based on a book, mate. What more do you want me to say?
The book is much better.
My thoughts were, oh, ha ha ha, I've seen that joke so many times. I'm not sure I can call it a joke anymore. Humour, ha 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 ha. Once you use a joke, it's no longer funny, and every joke in Reanimator has been used in every predictable zombie movie ever. Same humorous situations, same slapstick gore that isn't even slapsticks to us anymore. I have never seen another movie where someone creates a serum to bring somebody back from the dead and purposely kills a cat so he can test this out, and then comes out with the classic line, what did you expect me to do? Leave a note? Like, Dan, cat dead, details later. Herbert, like, I swear, like, did this person actually watch Reanimator? Did they?
No.
Speaking of gore, what is everybody talking about when they call this insanely gory? The gore is just average, if not a little below average. It's the same genetic graphicness you'll see in every other zombie movie. This person is far too concentrated on the fact that this, like, it's a zombie movie. It's yes, it kind of is, but it's more than that. It's like, how do I describe Reanimator without spoilers? It's about a scientific prodigy who creates a serum that brings things back to life. But the problem is he's beaten the 12-minute mark, which is like absolute brain death. And he brings people back to life, but they're feral, basically. They are absolutely feral. And things happen, including something that happens to, I quote, the cliche evil genius teacher, which again, I haven't seen in anything. Like, call me out if you think that, like, Reanimator is based on a bunch of other things, but I'm not seeing it. I'll really never understand how movies like this get hailed as being brilliant classics just because they're old. Oh, that hurt as a comment. Oh, get away with your nastiness.
Dumpster's here, it's here!
And modern movies get trashed for being too predictable. Really, am I the only one who sees the irony in that statement? Yes, you are. I also think you're the only person making this claim about Reanimator. Overall, Reanimator was a dull waste of time. Nothing you haven't seen hundreds of times. The humour is so generic. It's so funny. The gore is average. The plot is so unoriginal. I really don't know who even had the stupid idea to make this a movie. I can name a lot more other Lovecraft stories that would have been much better movies. Then you know that it's based on a book. Then why are you whinging about it being unoriginal? If it's based on something else, like nothing is original these days. Everything is kind of inspired by something or something else, or it's already been done before. Like, dear God, what is this person's problem? Oh, and did I mention, most of the runtime is just a bunch of naked men running around. I stand by it. This person has watched a corn version of Reanimator. Like, just from that statement, this movie isn't half of it just a man running around with his arse out the whole time. It's not. It's not. The end scene takes place in a morgue, and everything gets brought back to life in the morgue. You know what you don't do in a morgue? Put clothes on the dead people before you do an autopsy on them.
I can't think of mom!
I've also made no bones about the fact that I am a fan of the Sorska sisters. Over on my Patreon, I watched the whole of Elevator, if you are interested, which is a game show that they were the hosts on, and I love them so much more because of that. Like, you see so much more of their personality in that show. But I watched American Mary for the first time last year and fell completely in love with American Mary. And this person, I hope the Sorska sisters never read this review because this person decided to get personal about them, which is not okay. This review is titled underwhelming to say the least. This is pure crap. Believe you me. No, I don't want to. And judging by the lackluster and tame affair that we have being served here, I sincerely hope that the talentless Sorska sisters never put their name on a horror movie again. I hate to break it to you, they've actually gone on to make multiple things since American Mary. Sorry. There is not a single redeeming aspect to be found here. Considering the plot, you would think a plot like this at least would deserve some delightful gore here and there. But no, the hacks decided to take the bloodless and implied route. A man gets 4 of his legs cut. Like, 4 of his legs? He gets both of his legs and both of his arms chopped off in this. Is that not enough for you? It's a movie about body modification. And that is a position that could have been defended if this turd of a film actually had a noteworthy atmosphere and a decent script. But both are non-existent. The Sorska sisters, the future of horror, that is simply the biggest insult you can throw at the horror genre. In no way or form did this ambiotic bore fest deserve the tag, the holy tag of horror. Blasphemy. If you want blasphemy, watch Dragula. I love Dragula. I've been listening to the Creatures of the Night podcast recently with the Boulet brothers. They'll give you blasphemy and you'll love it.
Hello, uglies.
To think that this pile of dung has garnished so much anticipation, attention, and downright praise is the real horror here. The stuff of nightmares. Oh, maybe this person just doesn't like body Maybe he's one of those people online that's like, oh, you've got tattoos, you've got piercings, you've ruined yourself, woman. I've had a comment like that, like, not too long ago, and it absolutely cracked me up. Somebody just kept referring to me as nose piercings, and I was like, thank you. If that's the only thing that you can come for me for, I'll take that.
Thank you.
As you probably know, if you're familiar with me, I don't go by Hordes for nothing, because I do like a zombie movie. And one of my personal, soft spot horror movies is the movie #Alive from 2020. Because the protagonist in this is the most relatable protagonist, if you are a millennial, that you will ever come across. He gets excited about finding Nutella to go. And I think all of us can agree that we get excited about finding Nutella to go. So this review is called Storyline. This is the worst zombie movie I ever... the grammar's back.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
The director and writer is really dumb. This movie is really suck. Oh, the terrible grammar's back. I mean, how can one zombie climb the building and another one can't? Have you never seen a zombie movie and there be unique zombies to the world? This is one of those unique zombies. And I love when a horror movie has zombies that stand out from the horde and have little special abilities. And if you've never seen I Am a Hero, by God, the jumper zombie in I Am a Hero you need to watch the I'm a Hero for the Jumper Zombie. Great example of a unique zombie that will absolutely scare the shit out of you if you got stuck in an apocalypse with it. And how can the zombies can know the place where are lived by only by sound? I swear to God, this person has written it this way and it is not just me sounding insane.
Maybe you're having a stroke.
I mean, if you want to make a movie, even though that is zombie or fantasy genre, use the logic, dude. Learn some grammar, dude. I'm really upset with this movie, and they just use famous actor or actress only for promote the movie. They don't see the storyline. I guarantee that they read the script before they took the job. I have some suggestion for the director. He doesn't want them. He doesn't want your direction. His script would be awful and it would need so much editing.
I said what I said!
Don't make movie anymore. Don't write comments on the internet with terrible, terrible grammar. If you're not using your sense of art or for the writer, stop write a stupid story and use your logic. Edit. Edit, my friend. Like, Grammarly. Grammarly's free. Get Grammarly to check your reviews before you put them online because I sounded insane reading your grammar.
I want you to think about what you've done.
We're gonna stick with zombies because my favourite Christmas horror movie is Anna and the Apocalypse, which, if you didn't know, is a musical. The trailer says it is a musical. Everything about this movie, immediately from the get-go, says it's going to be a musical. And I found the only person online that didn't realise that this was going to be a musical, as it's called comedy, fantasy, horror, according to IMDb.
Musical, and nothing's as amazing as a musical.
What it doesn't tell you is it's a musical. Did you watch the trailer? From the very beginning, it's a musical. It doesn't just do like a Cilla Black and be like, surprise, surprise! You know, like 20 minutes in, like it starts, it's a musical, it's a musical, it's a musical. A lot of really, really god-awful bad pop music. It's also not a horror movie. A zombie gets a candy cane rammed through its head, and I mean a great big fiberglass. It is a horror. It's definitely a horror. There's a lot of blood and gore in this. It's definitely a horror. But it's more of a, like, campy, fun... You can watch this... Like, I watched this movie with my mum, who is not a horror fan, really. She's watching them because I keep recommending them to her. But she's not a horror fan, and she liked this movie. But my mum also likes musicals, and I was like, Mum, we're going to watch a zombie musical. And she was like, oh, that's nice. And then just she liked it. So this person wrong. And it's all because of the jolly music, which does not suit this movie. It's a musical. And if you take the songs away, it is not a musical. Like, does this person not understand what a musical is? Do they also not know that horror can also be a musical? God forbid they found Repo the Genetic Opera. God forbid they found Repo. And the Devil's Carnival? And the Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter? There's so many really campy horror musicals out there. They do exist. Trust me, sir. They do. I watched around 30 minutes and could not take it anymore. Nothing of any interest whatsoever was happening and the music killed the mood entirely. Did they even get to the song Human Voice? Because that song makes me cry. If you've not seen Anna and the Apocalypse, there's a song in it called Human Voice. The apocalypse is broken out. And basically, you're following a bunch of high school kids. And a lot of the adults have gone to... They're in the high school, basically, because it was the Christmas talent show. And the rest of them at work. They've been completely separated. They've got no way of communicating. And it's... the song Human Voice will absolutely break you because that song, if an apocalypse broke out, I can't speak to it. That previous review has ruined my grammar. If an apocalypse broke out, that song sums up how anybody who has important people in their life would feel if they couldn't see them again.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
The music actually made me want to pierce my eardrums with some knitting needles. It was horrible. Have you ever read a review and thought this person just has no sense of fun? Like, none. I bet they're horrible at parties. I bet they're so fun at parties that they never get invited. So I have one more review, and I can't believe that I actually found this one, because this, out of everything that I have read so far, might be the most unhinged thing that I have read ever on the internet. Now, another Christmas movie that I like is There's Something in the Barn, which is about an American family who inherit a house in Norway, I believe it is, and that house comes with a barn. And in folklore, there is a thing called barn elves, and if you treat them nicely and give them food, they will do a bunch of things for you to, you know, to make your life easier. But they only have 3 rules, and that's like no loud noises, no like bright lights, do not change anything within the barn. And this family spends the entire movie doing everything they're not supposed to, while the youngest son is like, you are going to get us killed because we're going to piss off the barn elves, which is actually what happens. Now, I can't believe that I'm actually about to read this review, and I'm possibly going to have to censor certain things, so bear with me. Because this person is trying to claim that this movie refers to a certain thing that is going on at the moment. YouTube is going to absolutely spank my ass if I say certain things and be like, nope, shadow banned. So please bear with me, because I can't say certain words in this one, but you'll absolutely get where I'm going with this, because they've even had to replace certain letters with numbers so Google wouldn't spank their ass. Warning! This movie has a hidden message concerning the ongoing sir, stretch before you reach, because you will pull something with the amount of reaching you are doing right now. It compares the new family to, no it doesn't, whereas the elves are compared to, which itself is questioning, no it doesn't, no it really doesn't. They are literally a family of Americans who don't understand how things work in Norway, and a Norwegian folklore character. Like, this person, seriously, can we check on them? Because I guarantee they've laid themselves out from reaching so hard.
She's dead.
It didn't click in my head until a specific scene towards the end, when a character was face to face with the elves and tried to create peace and understanding between them by bringing up the Oslo records. That example was notably a hint at to the idea of their story as they attempt to justify as a form of no, it's not. No, it's not. Like, what's this person on? Like, seriously? How did we get, not just from A to B, how did we get from A to 26? Like, how have we got from to...
You do these mental gymnastics.
The more I look into the movie, the more examples and parallels I could find, including the timing of the release date. It was evident that I had brought together a bunch of random unknown actors and sped through the filmmaking process to release the movie at a certain time, where the news of Israel's true intentions and actions are at its peak. Does this person not realise that movie making takes months? It takes years. Like, not only have you got to develop a script, you've then got to go through the sort of editing and altering phasing, then you've got to find somebody that actually wants to make your movie, and then you've got to find a director, and then you've got to find actors. It is not a 5-minute job. So the fact that they think that this, like, a movie about fucking elves, like literally elves, is to do with what is going on is insanity.
Stop it. Get some help.
This person should have their internet taken away. And I don't say that lightly. Like, this person is in a bunker somewhere and they've got, like, they're wearing necklaces that ward off, like, signals, and they've got a tinfoil hat on, and they believe every conspiracy theory. They probably believe the one that, like, the earth is hollow and a certain person from World War II now lives under the fucking surface. Like, this person, seriously.
I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand.
So there you have it, reading some more 1-star reviews of some of my favourite movies. And I'm sorry that this one was probably not as light-hearted as the first one was of this, and I understand that everybody's entitled to their own opinion and we don't all have to like the same movies. But that last review that I read, I'm still reeling from this. Like, how did somebody get that from the actual movie? Like, no, take their internet away, like I said. I am open to doing a third round of these at some point. If anybody is interested, drop a comment down in the comment section down below. I will probably do one maybe after Halloween, maybe around my birthday. That sounds like a good idea. Give me some time to find some unhinged reviews that aren't quite as, like, you know, as the last one that I read. So I've brought my sons back as well for the ending because I felt like I needed something squishy to hold on to. And if you didn't know, yes, there are killer clowns from outer space plushies because they're amazing and they kind of go with my little collection that I have going on. Here behind me, I am going to need a beverage. I'm going to go and get some caffeine because my brain after that last review. If you'd like to know where else you can find me, I'm also over on Instagram and Letterboxd at HordesOfHorror, where I post every single horror movie that I watch, not just the ones that I talk about here on YouTube. And because my brain is so fried, I have no idea what we're going to be watching on Monday. So what I'm going to do is, as this video goes live, there'll be a poll over on my community page where I'll have picked 3 movies. Let's do an 80s, a 90s, and a 2000s movie. Go over there and vote for what you want us to watch on Monday, because that gives me time to erase what I read from that last review from my brain, because I think it's going to be a while until I get over that one, because so yeah, until next time. And I'm also over on Patreon. I need to mention that because we're now watching something brand new over on Patreon. If you like horror movies, I mean, you're watching me, so why the hell not? We're now watching a new series called Behind the Monsters over on Patreon every Wednesday, which is like a mini documentary series that it talks about 6 of horror's biggest icons and how they've broke out from their franchises and the history behind them. And it's really good. It's really good. So you should come over and have a sneaky peek at the video over there, because there's always a sneak peek of everything that's going on. I'm going to start waffling now because my brain is fried and it needs some caffeine. So I will see you all on Monday in the next video. And thank you for listening to me waffle. And bye. A special thank you though to my regenerators here within the Horde for their support over on Patreon.